Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I will share with you guys 10 ideas to fill in your sketchbook. Me personally, I like my sketchbook to be organized and aesthetic, but a sketchbook has no rules whatsoever. You can make it pretty, you can pick a theme for it, it can be messy and full of different things. Sketchbooks are meant to be whatever you want them to be. Make them look how you want it to look, as long as you like how it looks at the end. That's all that matters. So these are just some ideas that you can use in your sketchbook, even if it's messy or organized. Let's get started. Coming in on number 1, random portrait sketches. For this one, you can use different references. It can be of a face portrait or of a full body. It can even be a reference of your own face. For this part, you can also use different colored sketching pencils to sketch them out. Don't just stick to the same color the whole time. This way it won't look too boring and it'll look more colorful. Use graphite in there as well if you want. Doing this can also help you with anatomy and also symmetry in the face. And if you struggle with drawing faces and bodies, that leads us to idea number 2. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to draw things you struggle with, like hands, eyes, noses, bodies, faces, anything that you struggle with. For me, it would be hands. I kind of struggle with it, as you can see here, but the only way you'll get better, or at least more confident with drawing, is practicing. Remember, use this page to practice only, so it doesn't have to be perfect at all. Another idea is random sketches of anything. That includes drawing food, animals, shoes, houses, buildings. I guess this could also go with idea number 2, kind of. It's like kind of drawing things you don't usually draw or you don't usually think of drawing. But I feel like it'll look so cool in your sketchbook. If your style in drawing is just to draw people, try sketching animals, and that way you can switch it up a bit and your sketchbook can have a variety of different things. Or if your style in drawing is to draw animals and other things, try drawing people instead. Coming in at number 4 is color swatches. I feel like this can give your sketchbook life because you're swatching different colors, so your sketchbook will look colorful as well. If you got a new set of markers, swatch them all out and name them all as well. If the markers have a number, write the number next to it as well. If the markers have a number, write the number next to it. Also, if you finish a drawing, swatch the colors that you used on that drawing next to it. It gives it a really cool look and it keeps your page from looking too plain. Idea number 5 is draw your favorite cartoons. If you have a favorite cartoon, draw it the best you can. As you can see, my favorite is SpongeBob SquarePants. This is a show I used to love watching when I was younger. I feel like drawing in a cartoon style can also help you find your art style as well. If you enjoy the process, then you might have just found your art style. If your art style is different and is leading more to the realistic side like me, drawing in a cartoon style can be really fun and also out of your comfort zone. This is something I feel like all artists should do. Step out of your comfort zone and try new styles. Who knows, you might even learn something new. Number 6 is finished drawings / illustrations. Having full-on finished drawings in your sketchbook is a way to fill in the space. Whether it's a big or smaller drawing, I feel like having a complete drawing done makes the sketchbook also look more organized, especially if you have just one whole page dedicated to just one drawing that's completed. It can also make you feel complete and accomplished as well. As you can see here, these are some of my drawings from the past years, throwback to 2020 and 2021. Looking back at these drawings, I realized that they're actually really cool. So if you have finished drawings in your sketchbook and you come back to it a couple months or maybe even years later, you might actually really like how it came out. Or you might see where you need to improve on or how much you have improved. Coming in at number 7 is use both spreads. When you open a sketchbook, there's 2 blank pages on each side. Why not fill in that space? You can do 2 finished drawings, 1 on each page. Or you can also do small and random doodles around the whole page. On one side you can draw portraits and on the other side you can draw an animal or different types of animals. Just an example, of course, you can do whatever you prefer. But I feel like this idea is great so that way your sketchbook looks full and it shows your style in art. The fun thing about it is you can be messy with it or aesthetic. Either way, it'll come out looking awesome. Number 8 is sticking on random stuff. For example, for me, I searched through a small sketchbook that I've had for quite a while now, and since I won't really go through it or use it as much as before, what I did was cut out some drawings that I made on it, and I used glue to stick it on my current sketchbook. In your case, if you have stickers, you can definitely use those with a mix of your own drawings all together. It's like you're crafting your own little collage on your sketchbook, and at the end, I feel like it'll look really cool. It'll be different than the other pages and spreads. Here you can have the freedom to glue or stick whatever you want. Even if you think it'll look messy or it won't match, if you think about it and if you really look at it, it's a collection of your creations and it'll make your sketchbook pop. Number 9 is using different mediums. Of course, it depends on if your sketchbook works for different types of mediums like markers, colored pencils, water-based markers, watercolor, gouache, etc. I'm not saying to just go in with whatever type of paint because you might mess up your sketchbook. You have to know what can go on your sketchbook first. My main medium is colored pencils and markers, but here I'm using watercolors. I used it to color in one of the sketches I made earlier. Keep in mind that while using different mediums, you can be free with it. It can allow you to express yourself even more and give your sketchbook more meaning and value. It's also showing that you can do something different from time to time and not just sticking to your main medium. And last but definitely not least, coming in at number 10 is simply writing in your sketchbook. You can write whatever you want. For example, where you have your drawings, maybe explain what the drawing is, or if your drawing has a meaning to it, you can explain it. You can try calligraphy as well, or try writing in different fonts. You can practice writing in cursive too. Write unique words that you don't usually hear people saying. Write them in different colors and fill the whole page with words, or maybe even write a story. Something cool would be drawing something on one side of the spread and then writing a story next to it on the other page to sort of make it look like a book. So your sketchbook will be a mix of your own creations with your own stories in it as well. This can really show your creative style. And that is all the ideas I have for you guys today. I had so much fun filming this for you guys because it also made me draw new things that I usually don't draw, and it made me step out of my comfort zone too. I hope you guys can get inspired by these ideas, be creative, and have fun filling in your sketchbook. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe and give it a like. Take care and see you guys next time.